West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you live from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. I am standing here at the very iconic Front Street. This was actually one of my favorite, well, certainly one of my favorite places in the world, but this particular angle of Front Street was just a really special shot to me. And it's never without a heavy heart when I come down here, the way it makes you feel. And I just thought, I was down here checking on my son who's surfing, and it's been really massive waves. I thought I'd come down here and check on him, make sure he's okay. And I thought it's such a beautiful sunset that I would just share it with you real quick, just do a quick Maui fix and just, you know, kind of show you what the vibe is like down here in Lahaina town. So where I'm located is, there's a little park right here, if you remember it. Matter of fact, there's a surf contest, I think, that just happened. This is Lahaina Harbor. There's the Harbor Masters house. There's the lighthouse. But before, we don't want to miss the most important thing here, obviously, is the beautiful sunset here. So this is officially your Maui fix, and I'm honored to bring it to you today. Just a moment of silence. That's what it's like every time I come to Lahaina town. It's just a moment of silence. A sobering moment of silence. I know for many of you this place holds a lot of special memories, special meaning. For some of you it was home, maybe in years or decades past, and for some of you it was your most recent home that was taken from you. Some would say stolen from you. For some of you it was a place where you came to work. But it is, in my opinion, one of the most special places in the world. And that charm, I think, will return someday, I believe. I don't know exactly how or when. Certainly when. As you can see, you know, looking here, this is obviously Fleetwood's, in case you don't recognize it. Still has the historic Lahaina store engraving at the top there in the concrete. This was, of course, where Mick Fleetwood would play sometimes, and it's one of the last standing structures on Front Street. And of course, Cheeseburger in Paradise was right down here, where sort of where the end of the railing is, and of course that's where Fish would hang out, right? That's where our friend Fish would be, right there. Sorry, my gimbal just gave out. For some reason, my gimbal can't handle the new iPhone. I don't know why. The last iPhone was good, but this new iPhone can't handle it. So yeah, that's what's happening so far. The entire area is still completely closed off. You cannot go, you know, drive or walk in that area. It's completely closed off. This was obviously, I think that was the Sunglass Hut right there, and then of course I think it was Volcom maybe. This was the Sunrise Cafe right there, if you remember that place. And then of course that was, I think, the Dole ice cream shop. And of course over here we have the banyan tree, which is looking pretty good. I'm still just amazed at how they chopped all the trees down in Lahaina. So many tree stumps everywhere that are just massive, and the trees didn't burn. I don't know why in the world they cut the trees down in Lahaina. Thank goodness they didn't cut down the banyan tree. But man, the place is basically treeless now. No idea why they did that. And I just read a story about this foundation that's right over here. That it was built, see if I can find it. It's right here in the park. There was an article I just read about it. We'll head over here to the lighthouse real quick. Keep an eye on the sunset, of course. Got a little drama happening up there in the sky. And we'll go take a look at the swell. But this right here was one of the original structures that was built, and this is what's left of the foundation. This was just in an article that I read. It was so fascinating. I had no idea. Spent a lot of time standing around this little foundation, and my kids skateboarded it when they were little guys, you know. But this is actually a historic spot right here. It was built by like some inmates from Australia or New Zealand or something like that. Pretty wild. This, of course, they're setting up a surf contest. Been a little bit of controversy around that, like, what are they doing having a surf contest? I personally think it's perfectly fine, but you know, these days you can't do anything without controversy. Got some music playing over there, gotta watch out for that, and a YouTube copyright strike. But I don't see any surfers out right now, which is interesting. Oh, maybe there's a couple. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if that's my son. There we go. This is the beautiful harbor. It's been a little junky today with the high winds. We're in a red flag warning at the moment, so we're all under the threat of possibly getting the electricity shut down on us right now, because HECO is going to maybe shut down our electricity. This is, of course, the beautiful Lahaina Harbor break. All the Groms love this break. And I think the contest already happened. I don't know. I just been so busy working, I miss out on these things sometimes. Or maybe the contest is about to happen. I don't know. In the comments, let me know. There's some really interesting drama, though, happening. Beautiful West Maui mountains in the back. And look at this singed, it's kind of crazy, right? Turn around, there's a half-burnt pole. It's wild. One's a light post, by the way. Got a little anchor down here. And a really badly damaged sprinkler head. But just a quick Maui fix for you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for supporting Daniel. HelpDaniel.org if you haven't checked it out yet. Please do. He's a fire survivor, completely blind, was supposed to be in his house on Front Street, and of course, that's not happening. Trying to raise some money to keep him alive. You can see what's the Harbor Master's building has not been fixed yet. Kind of surprising. I think they'd at least demo it or something. We'll just take a quick look around here. It's always nice to get the latest and greatest of what's happening here in Lahaina as far as progress goes. Of course, not a single oceanfront structure has been permitted or rebuilt. No commercial buildings or businesses are rebuilt or opened up. Here's the lighthouse. Man, I can still smell like acrid smoke right here. It's crazy. Man, what a dramatic line of clouds, huh? Everything's still melted. Certainly not in a hurry to repair things around here, are they? Here's Lahaina Harbor. No boats. The flags continuously fly at half-mast. Banyan tree. Well, I'm not too sure where my son's at. Maybe he was surfing over a break wall. I think a lot of the kids put in and out right here and jump in. See a lot of this burnt destruction is still happening. This Harbor Master building was just built, by the way. Brand new construction. Well, there's break wall over there. That's normally where I'd be surfing, but I got a bum shoulder at the moment. Absolutely massive swell, I'm telling you. Nothing to do with the tsunami. The swell was already slated to come in. So it has nothing to do with the tsunami. But just a beautiful, beautiful south swell. My guess is my son's over there somewhere. But in the comments section, let me know if you're willing to help Daniel.org. Love you, Daniel. I'm always doing what I can to bring you some support, my brother. Help Daniel.org. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. He's a great guy. He lost his eyesight when he was 40 years old. And we're just trying to raise some money to help him. So you can see over there is where the surf contest booth is set up at. Well, I think I might head over to the 505. I think he might be at the break wall. Man, some big waves. We'll head back. Well, in the comments section, let me know what you're thinking. Can you help Daniel.org? No, seriously. What's your connection to Lahaina? What's got you tuning in today? Here you can see the historic courthouse, and that's what's left of the original wall, I think, that they had around the fortress back in the day. Still survived even after the fire. So thankful to see these historic buildings will be coming back, hopefully. Beautiful West Maui Mountains. Baldwin House over there, hopefully will also get rectified. I believe that's the Baldwin House. It's so difficult to kind of remember where everything was when it's all gone, you know? It's just so hard. You don't have the normal visual cues. Still shocks me that the county bathroom didn't burn down. The whole harbor, every boat, and kind of everything around it. But boy, those bathrooms, they're kind of gross too. Now you would think with the amount of money that Maui County generates in tax revenue, they'd have some nice bathrooms at least, but nope. Half the toilets don't work, and here we are at the beautiful Pioneer Hotel and Pioneer Theater. Pioneer Hotel and Pioneer Theater. What a sweet spot this was, huh? Do you guys remember the little, what's that, the white parrot that was in here all the time? And the guitar player and the white parrot just squawking at you, talking to you. Oh man, I miss the Pioneer Hotel. I never stayed in it. And did you guys even know there was a pool in the back? Of course, I did, because my kids used to occasionally hop into that pool when they were little guys, you know what I mean? Oh, yes, sir. Got a pool hop, man. That's part of the tradition of growing up on Maui. Pool hopping Kanapali, pool hopping everywhere, man. Pool hop Lahaina Shores. Let's go. Oh, man. Just, walking around here just brings back so many good memories. I raised my kids in this little town. Lived right off of Front Street, 350 Front Street, and just good memories, man. It was like living in a small town. They used to skateboard to school. They went to Camp Third right here, used to skateboard. And I also went to Sacred Farts. I mean, Sacred Hearts. Of course, all the kids called it Sacred Farts. I used to skateboard to school and back, man. It was awesome. Lahaina town, man. You know, this place means a lot of things to a lot of people. Not just the people that live here and work here, but people from all around the world that came and visited here over the years and the decades and the centuries. I mean, it's such a iconic part of Hawaiiana, of the Hawaiian history, of even the, the history of our country. I know it's very controversial to say that this is part of the United States. I think it is, but I don't know. I don't want to be the guy that says that. Boy, I'll get in trouble. But there's a lot of good memories here for people, and it's such a special place to so many people. And so to come back here every time, I swear, it just harkens back and pulls on your heartstrings. This was, what was this again? This is the library? Oh, gosh. Is this the library? No. Dude, this is the library, bro. Wow. It just takes a second, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah. Or was it the shopping? Yeah. No, the shopping center was over there, the toy store and all that, and the parrots. The guy with all the parrots would be right there. Yeah, this was the library. So in the comments, besides helpingdaniel.org, there's a guy still paddling out, man. Hats off to you, bro. Love it. There's this guy still paddling out, duck diving right now. He's like, bro, I'm gonna get me some more. Yes, I'll go. See him right there? In the comments. Besides helpdaniel.org, which I know you will. I know you guys will go there. Give him a 20 spot. Give him a 50 spot. Come on. Put it on the recurring. You can do it. It's no big deal. Write it off on something. Do your good turn for the day, right? Anyway, in the comments, let me know. Why was Lahaina special to you? What's your favorite memory? I've got 1,000, but what was your favorite? And why'd they cut down all the trees? I really want to know that, man. It's irritating. Everyone knows the trees didn't burn. Whose call was it to cut the trees down? It's just not right. Okay, here we go. Another placard. Let's check it out. King's Taro Patch. The land that houses the public library was cultivated in taro. From the ancient times, since the beginning of the 19th century, it was known as Apua Kihau. The royal taro patch of King Kamehameha Kalo was the food staple of the ancient Hawaiian, considered to possess the greatest life force of all foods. It is a perennial tuber with clusters of large, delicate, heart-shaped leaves. Kalo cultivation requires much water. In this area of Lahaina was once abundant with freshwater streams and rivulets. The Hawaiians managed this water for irrigation by creating aqueducts which ran along banks intersecting the fields. In young King Kamehameha III's time, it was said that he worked this field himself to demonstrate the dignity of labor. Some of the first foreign visitors to Lahaina vividly described impressions of the town by its carefully tended green fields. They likened it to a lush garden, saying it was far more beautiful than any place we have yet to see on the island. Stroll behind the building to the oceanfront lawn to see where King Kamehameha I and his reign in camp from 1802 to 1803. Pretty cool, huh? Steeped in so much history. So much history. And it just kind of gives you the chills to come down here. It really does. Hang on a second. Let's go read this one, shall we? Is this okay, guys? Greatest streets. the American Planning Association through the Great Places in America. It's in America. Uh-oh, they better. Greatest places in America. Front Street, Lahaina, Hawaii, as a great street, commemorated 2011. Great streets. Wow, that's kind of cool, huh? And that it is. Front Street. I thought maybe they'd have one for the Baldwin House here. Oh yeah, they do. Hang on a second. There's a few more. American missionaries to the Sandwich Islands. The Hawaiian Queen Keopuolani and Kahumanu befriended the first American missionaries to Lahaina in 1823. They probably saw to it that the missionaries were given this beautiful place to build their homes. Here, in these coral and stone buildings, you will find stories of missionary home life, the histories of those who worked to help the Hawaiian rulers form a new nation, and even the tale of dramatic conflict between rugged sailors and pious missionaries. Yeah, the missionaries made all the women put shirts on. And they kind of, oh, wait a second, okay. So this is the park, yeah. So this is the park that's right across the street. I remember this now. I know, it's just so strange because it's just, you don't have the visual cues. This is James Campbell Park. Should we read this one too? I'm down. It's a YouTube live, right? We can do whatever we want. In 1839, Scotsman James Campbell left Londonderry, Ireland as a 13-year-old stowaway, eventually working his way to the Pacific aboard a whaling vessel. He arrived on Maui in 1850. After working as a master carpenter and furniture maker for 10 years, he became a founding partner of Pioneer Mill Company, a Lahaina-based sugar plantation and mill. In the early years, Campbell and his partner Henry Turton worked alongside the laborers in the field and at the mill. In 1877, he married Abigail Maipinipine of Lahaina. Sorry if I messed up that last name. After their marriage, the Campbells moved to Oahu, where they purchased large tracts of land in Kahuku and the Ewa Plain. After drilling the first artesian well at Honolulu, he was able to lease out these formerly arid lands for sugar production. The ability to pump artesian water changed the destiny of these dry lands. James and Abigail Campbell were strong royalists. Abigail worked actively collecting signatures on petitioning opposing Hawaii's annexation of the United States, and both supported the reinstatement of Queen Liliuokalani. They were major benefactors of the Hawaiian people, contributing where they saw people in need, as well as to those causes sought to improve the status of the native Hawaiian. James Campbell died in Honolulu, April 21st, 1900, April 29th, 1908. Abigail, then Miss Samuel Parker, donated this park to the children of Lahaina, as mentioned as a memorial to her first husband, James Abigail, passed away on October 31st, 1908. That's James Abigail Park. Yeah, I've passed by the sign 1,000 times. I've never read it before, so kind of interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you with this beautiful parting shot of the Catholic Church off here in the distance and Lahaina Luna up on the hill. And once again, thanks for tuning into the live. If you wouldn't mind helping Daniel.org, that would be fantastic. Helpdaniel.org is the website. I'll put a link in the description, of course.
I prefer not to be filmed.
I'm not filming you. I'm zoomed up on the church there.
Okay.
All good. Doing my best anyway. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the live. Many prayers out to the survivors of this fire, to those that perished, and much aloha and respect to all of you and to the rich history of this town. And thank you for your prayers and your support over the years. And I believe the best thing you can do if you want to help, besides helpdaniel.org, of course, is come over to the west side of Maui specifically. Stay somewhere, support the community. It's still a number one tourism is still the number one industry here. So the best way you can help the local people, in my humble opinion, is to come here on vacation and tip your waiters and waitresses, your bartenders. Stay in an apartment zone vacation rental because they're hurting, right? Not the hotels. And spread the aloha. Stay in that aloha state of mind, no matter if people are weird or mean to you. That's the whole idea, right? We give aloha even if we get, other vibes, because that will change the world, right? If we just love each other and come over here and help. Don't forget about Lahaina. Don't forget about West Maui. Don't forget about Hawaii. And if you can't do any of that stuff, helpdaniel.org and a prayer for the town and for the people is much appreciated. All right, guys, until next time. Sorry the gimbal broke. We've been on shaky ground ever since, but that's okay. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Much aloha from the beautiful Front Street in Lahaina, Maui, Hawaii. Until next time, Eric West out.